Good morning, everyone. It's a cloudy day. Yeah, kind of overcast. We're going to be rocking some 30-mile-an-hour winds, looks like, on the forecast. Maybe 25, 30. They had tornadoes last night up in Iowa, east of Council Bluffs. Hopefully there wasn't too much damage. Yeah. Hardly any drivers anymore run them CB radios. And then they wish they had a CB radio and traffic was stopped somewhere. But yeah, I was cutting grass yesterday when I got home. I was rocking the KRiver camp hat that I bought before I left. And it was a good time down there. Nice and quiet. And it's a good camp to relax at. If you just want to relax, chill out, stop in for a night, even if you're on a motorcycle trip somewhere down there in Oklahoma or Texas and passing through. And I think later on this year, October, is the Stubborn American rally. You like that kind of atmosphere? So, yeah, I got home and I had to jump on the grass cutter and get it done because we got some rain forecasted for all weekend. Come on over, driver. Hey, like flashing lights at me. That's all right. But yeah, I used to run pretty high power CB radios back in the day when I used to run to St. Louis, back and forth. We used to run up at night to Jacksonville, Illinois, meet our Chicagoland drivers up there, swap sets, come back to Kansas City, and 20 years ago, that was a good time. Talking back and forth. You know, we really didn't have, 30 years ago, we really didn't have the cell phone technology like we have now. There's drivers that used to be employed here that would make up stories on the way back just to keep each other awake. And we had drivers that wanted to run the company from the cab of the truck, what they should do, what they're not doing, and this and that. But yeah, it was some good times. I've got a CB handle that I've had for, gosh, ever since I started working here, really. Our number one driver helped me come up with it, and my glasses are jacked up, aren't they? They're bent. They look bent to me anyway. But I've had that handle, it stuck with me. Leave me a comment down below if you wanna know my CB handle. I'll put it in the comments, maybe. Take a wild guess what it is anyway. So yeah, it was a long day yesterday. I had some bikes pass me. I don't know, three or four bikes passed me on the way over and on the way back. And you sit and daydream and think, man, I wish I could be on that bike just rolling. You feel free, you know? Especially out in the wide open plains, South Dakota, Nebraska, Wyoming, Montana. You try to break free from all the rat race whatnot. And think about life, where you've been, where you're going, what could have been, what should have been. Sorry about that. Turn that up a little bit. So, yeah, today's Friday. Happy Friday to everybody. If you're new here, I want to welcome you, which I should have said in the beginning, but I'm a little bit backwards, I guess. Hopefully the wind's not too bad. But again, if you're new here, I want to thank you for subscribing to the channel, hitting the thumbs ups and all that stuff. So I don't ask for that very much. Looks like the forecast for next weekend, I might have to put my rain gear on. Where am I going? Eureka Springs, Arkansas for the spring fling. I'm still trying to get that Friday off. I mentioned it today to the operations manager. I am working tomorrow. I got to get over one lane, I think, because I'm going to go around. They got construction in town, and I try to avoid it because it gets backed up a little bit. So yeah, if I have to work on Friday, then I'll be jumping on the bike and heading south Friday when I get off work. So that'll be a, I don't know, 900-mile day, including the truck driving. So if it's raining, I'll just put on the rain gear, my full face helmet, get on down there. What is your limits for riding in rain? Do you try to avoid it at all costs? I know when I'm touring out west, with the technology we have now, you can pull up a radar app and see where the storms are at or where the rain's at, and either delay your trip or go around or whatever, or avoid it. If the colors on the radar are not red or purple, if they're green or yellow, I tend to motor on through it. But when you get into high winds and hail and stuff like that, that's when you better seek some shelter underneath a gas station canopy or overpass. I have ridden in some high winds before, but no high winds and rain at the same time. So, yeah, I want to know what your limits are when you're riding your motorcycle. Locally or traveling. It's like, last night, I think at the dealership, one of the dealerships I go to, they had their second bike night, maybe. I believe it was their second one. And I haven't been, I had stuff to do at the house. I had to get caught up, so I didn't ride the bike yesterday, of course. Anyway, I'm gonna let y'all go. Excuse me. I tell you what, there was a lot of grass blowed all over me yesterday. I had to fire up the air compressor. Well, takes high-powered air to myself to get it all off. So, yeah. Y'all have a good day. Oh, shoot. And say hi to a stranger. Thank you, veteran. And we'll see you on the next one, okay? A little bumpy back there. Be kind to each other. Say bye.